Daily market recap for stocks, Bitcoin, gold, and silver as of January 13th, 2022. Let's go. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the trading agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the trading agent, and this is your daily market recap for January 13th, 2022 for stocks, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Start off in the Discord room as we always do. There's always tons of people in here hanging out, answering questions. If you have any question about anything in this video or any previous videos, live trade alerts, this is where you come and ask a question. Please get involved if you want to learn. Keep in mind, all the back to basic videos are all up, all here, all the previous trading alerts, everything you're going to need. So let's get into it. Apologize if I sound like shit, man. I'm fighting Omicron. My throat hurts, and this is going to be the most painful video I've ever filmed. Talked about this acting as resistance and support, this green zone here. Put out an alert earlier in the week about buying in the 39,000. Hopefully people saw that, because right now it seems to be holding 39,000. Again, if you're not familiar with the video I'm talking about, it's this one right here. Time to buy Bitcoin. Oh no, that's not it. Thought these would be in order. I guess they're... Yeah, here we go. 39,000 area. That was the trade potentially. And so now we're there. We're just kind of hanging out. I think if you look on the hourly, you can see why I did the alert in the first place. That this candle right here, huge volume, long wick, big price action. It looks like it's going higher. Again, if you have stops, you're good to go. Let it ride. I think you're good. Let's get into this, because man, this is killing my throat. TLT. What did we say? We should hold the 141s. Higher highs today. This looks like it's going higher. Again, you keep seeing higher highs and higher lows. Everyone thinks bonds are going to be sold and rates are going higher. I'm the contrarian here. I think the opposite, completely 100%. I think rates are going to stay low because the feds are going to manipulate the markets best they can, because there's no reason to pay more for debt. I mean, if we're servicing debt, we have a $3 trillion deficit with $30 trillion in debt. Raising interest rates really doesn't make sense. The dollar, again, we talked about this hitting 100-day yesterday. We said, watch the chop zone. Once it broke, 100-day makes sense. I mean, that could be a potential short-term bottom. Looking at the action, I would not be surprised if it bottomed short-term, because it just dropped pretty quickly in that sense, and it is what it is. You know, keep it in mind. Get into the VIX next, because I'd like to talk about the seasonality, because a lot of people maybe misinterpreted some things, but again, I keep it simple. I mean, middle of February and January, there should always be profit taking. You got some today. Anyone surprised? Look at the VIX. We talked about this. We said it was going to get crushed when it got up and popped. Now it's pulling back. Watch the 21 area. I think that's the key. If you are a SPY bear, you got to get over 21. It's really that simple. Keep it simple. I don't really have too much to think about, other than at this point you are making higher lows, so maybe there is a decent pullback in the market coming. I missed a lot today because I've been sleeping because of COVID. Feel like shit, but let's get into it. There's no market doesn't take days off, neither do we. SPY, hopefully you watched the previous recaps. We said watch the 20-day. Once the 20-day broke, gone. When you had the doji here, that was a red alert for possible failure. I mean, notice we had 2-day highs, couldn't hold it, failed 20-day. Where do we go short term? The gap fill in this low area, 100-day, would be my first major support. Now, again, it could short arm all of this and bounce on a higher level, but I'd be watching, 457 area and below. Keep in mind, chop is okay. Bulls and bears. I mean, just you want to see a higher low if you're a bull, and if you're a bear, you need to see these levels get taken out. You really need to see a 100-day break, because we haven't been able to get below it. Qs, again, I've said this 1,000 times. I think they're lagging. They suck. Not meaning like suck as in they're the worst ever, but just the Qs have more risk here versus reward, and we'll get into it in the tech names, because again, they're acting like shit. Say the same thing every video. With the when you notice with the SPY, you're making higher lows. Well, what do you notice with the Qs? You got a lower low, a lower low. I mean, that in itself, dangerous. So lower lows means downtrend. Now, again, if you trade it for 20 years, you remember the days where the Dow and the SPY would be up and the Qs would get hit and no one gave a shit. And that can happen. So keep that in mind. The market doesn't necessarily always tank. The money rotates. And if it rotates, I think it's going into commodities. It's very obvious. Gold, again, we broke the downtrend. Nice old doji here. Had any reason to get blown out. I'm going to run through these quick because I'm still bullish on them. Silver broke the downtrend. Hit the 50-day, just chilling. Nothing too bad about it right now. GDX, again, hit the 100, 200-day, backfilled, inside day, not a big deal. GDXJ, again, inside day, nothing really going on. Again, when the market got crushed, notice these names just had inside days, just chilling. AG, same thing. Man, my throat hurts. Oh, this is hard. KL, inside day again. I mean, I hate to say this to people who watch this and go, oh, tech is the future. And it's like, tech is always the future, but there's times where it lags. Study different periods of the market. 20-day for PAAS, couldn't get over it, backed off. And again, the back off, the volume isn't that big a deal. Let's look at some of the leaders. X, talked about this, it's getting close. We really need to break this trend line. I'm not a fan of it long wicking and double topping short term, because what I think might happen here, remember, we'll get into it when we get to XOP and ExxonMobil. You might need a little knee bend, as I call it. Before something looks obvious and about to jump, sometimes what happens is it bends the knee before it jumps. Bending the knee is a drop in the price action before the jump. So keep that in mind, because what it does is it shakes everybody out right before it moves. Market makers love to trick people in the sense that they love to get them to over leverage and anticipate things and then trick them right before it happens. VALE, we've been all on this one. We said this is what leadership looks like since November, making higher highs, higher lows. These little dojis, I mean, it might go into a chop zone. It just went from 1345 up to almost 1545. I mean, you do the math there. Solid 10% plus. Needs to pull back, not anything out of the ordinary. AMD, again, tech, this is what I keep telling people, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Hit the upper trend line in red. Head and shoulders top. Held the 100-day, but can't get over the 20-day. And 20-day is now turning down. You can see it cross through the 50. I just think these things go nowhere for a while. Just keep it that simple. Apple, again, bounce back, a little lower high. I still think I have monthly aspirations of 190. You guys have seen my charts if you've been watching before. Really nothing much to say here. MicroStrategy, again, get over the 20-day and you can really see this thing. Unless, if not, it could chop for a little bit and just keep it simple. Roblox, what did we say? Easy 10 points. Now what? Gets back into the zone. I remember what I told people. I hope people go watch the previous videos. Please watch the previous videos. I said very clearly, very, very, very clearly. I probably said the same thing here in this video on the trade alerts on January 9th. I know I did. I said the same thing. If it bottoms here, it's going to be choppy. Roblox has a history of chop. And when I say history of chop, I mean, look at the bottoms on Roblox in the past. You know, chop, 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 pop. Chop, 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 pop. Like, play Roblox for what it is. Always get in the lows. And if it bottoms, just don't anticipate it bottoming. It takes a little time. And I mean, time isn't, it needs to chop out, it needs to shake out weekends. I think it's a little good for the long term, but I could be wrong. So that's where you have your stops. All opinions are the same. They can ultimately be wrong or right. Some have more information, some are more informed, but in a probability game, people still can lose. I can be wrong, you can be wrong. Let's not bet on us. Let's not make assumptions where we're never wrong, because again, then it takes one big fuck up or one trade to fuck everything up. RIVN said need to get back over this 88 area. It didn't, backed off. Keep it simple. Tesla, I keep telling people just leave it the fuck alone. It's going to be choppy, sloppy. I'm now seeing something potentially. And bulls aren't going to like this. It just popped. It looked very obvious for me. Oh, why can't we draw that? It looks like a head and shoulders top right here. Let me show you if I can draw today on this mouse. Everything wants to go at an angle for some reason. Yeah, head and shoulders top. You can see it. Why is it this program some days? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I would keep it simple. You can see here the shoulder lines. That's the shoulder line. Here's the head up here. So on that, I would be very careful. There's your head and shoulders with a blocked version. QQQ is going to go down. Tesla's going to go. And again, what are the things that I say about Tesla? It's not that I don't like it for the long run. I'm just like, dude, after big moves, it bases out. Big move, bases out. Like, we're in the base formation. It's a trading pattern only. It's not a long-term buy and hold yet, because we don't know where the bottom is. I still think we're going to probably go lower. What I mean by lower, last time we went to the 200-day when it caught up. Here's the 200-day at 800. Keep it in your watch list. Just, man, let it go. Let it go. Be patient. UTHR, we've said this, talked about this. Get over 214. Keep hanging out here or buy near the lows. Keep it simple. PENN, AP was asking about it, man. I like it, but I don't like it because it can't get over the 20-day. It looks like a head and shoulders bottom, but it's acting like shit. Just got to leave it alone. EXPI, we talked about buying in the 26, 28, 29 range, whatever. Down on this blue circle. Not surprised it backed up. A little bit of up. But again, it's not making new lows. That's what you need to watch for if you really want to see it weak. Let's end it so my voice can heal. Holy shit, this hurts. XOP, Doji, and this little, maybe it's due for a pullback. Because last time you had Dojis, it chopped. Maybe it's just chop. Again, I like breaking it down from a volume. You saw it with ExxonMobil, and Scott was saying kind of the same thing yesterday. Like, hey, it might be overbought, or Exxon. Nice break of the downtrend. Gets to the top, might be a little overbought short term. Overbought can be indecision. You're getting some indecision. Let's see what happens. Again, if you got questions, check out the Discord room. Please subscribe and share with your friends. Everybody who wants to learn has the ability to find somebody who's willing to help them. Again, I'm not going to sit here and babysit people on every single trade, but you can ask me about things. You watch the videos, you can learn. Other people are willing to help. That's all you need. And you just, being on your own team. That's traded. You hit enter when you hit entrance, and you hit enter when you hit exit. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right, and also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.